so much. I now hand over to the excellent James Foice of the Association of Service Department Providers. Thank
you. Oh dear. That's all I can say. This is the second time I've had the pleasure of following Simon Calder, and we had a conference back in December.
Sorry, not in a stalking sense.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. And we had a conference, and there was about 300 people there, and Simon was very gracious and joined us for that presentation. So I got up straight afterwards, and it was awful. So, Simon, thank you very much for the introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you. My name is James Foice, and I'm the Managing Director of the Association of Service Department Providers. Bit of a tongue twister. We're known as the ASAP. It's a lot easier. So from now on, that's who we are. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today in this tremendous milestone for the House of Fisher. I have to begin, as I say, by apologising. I'm trying to keep this as direct and as brief and as quick as possible. There's a lot of discussion going on. I'm sure that we have a chance to have a look around. I'm desperate to have a look around at some point afterwards. So I just wanted to say I've been working for the association now for approximately 2 years, in this capacity as Managing Director for about a year. And I have to say the industry is growing extremely quickly. Now, one of the challenges we've got is defining the sector, defining the industry. Apart hotels, service department, who knows what they are? Does anyone know what a service department is? Does anyone know what an apart hotel is? I didn't think so. So, as you can see, our work is cut out. We represent the industry. Our objective is to try and legitimise the sector as best as we can, with the objective of putting it on the map and having people understand really what it is this fantastic facility can do for everybody. In the last year, our sector, and certainly within the service department, we've seen growth of 35% with the number of members that we've got on board. That represents 74 members now and 13,000 service departments in the UK. I calculate that that represents a turnover of about £660 million a year. We believe that we represent about 60% of the sector in the UK, so it doesn't take a fool to realise that we estimate this sector being worth about £1 billion a year. The sector that nobody knows anything about. So we've been working with one of our sponsor partners, Savills, who are providing a lot of statistics and information on the sector, specifically for our purposes. And one of the staggering perspectives that they've put together is they've estimated, certainly in London, that the sector, the service department sector, is worth 14% of the collective accommodation spectrum in London itself. And 3 years ago, just to put it into perspective, that was only 9%. So the wave is definitely coming across to the service apartment and the apart hotel product. So it's fair to say we're growing, and this beast is going to take some stopping. We believe the growth is basically focused on the recognition, a clearer definition of the product, and to quote Simon himself, the service department sector offers a compelling alternative to hotels. I took that quote from the conference. I hope that's okay, Simon. There's still a huge amount of work to do. We want to legitimise the sector, and we are working hard with operators such as the House of Fisher to help define a number of initiatives. Those initiatives we hope will help identify the objective. We've introduced a quality assessment programme this year, and every operator we represent will go through that process. The assessment process will provide accreditation for every operator, and the objective is that we will start promoting that externally for guests, customers, for bookers, for agents to understand and use as a benchmark and a differentiator. So the future is indeed looking rosy. All the predictions, all the signs are there. I'm delighted to be here today to represent our sector and also be a part of this wonderful occasion for the House of Fisher. Congratulations to John and his team for creating something that is clearly groundbreaking in this area. And thank you all very much for giving me the opportunity of talking. If you've got any questions or anything, I'm happy to take them afterwards. I'm conscious that time is sort of going on. I'm seeing Rob look at me as well. So if you have any questions, I will be around. Be delighted to meet you and talk to you about it. So thank you very much indeed.